previous game on Tuesday was balanced. Killing the rotations with the anchor. Back-to-back games scoring 9. Reminder, she's the first player in a triple-double against the Chicago,
because she's about to go to work.
Of the previous game on Tuesday is WNBA against Natasha Howard, and much like Tuesday, Atlanta back to Natasha Howard. 3 on the shot net early for Rye.
It's coming. She starts this one off good.
Brittany Griner will line it up. Something that Steph White said in her postgame for Atlanta. Ryan, a lot of those get it off. That'll be a turnover for
Springy.
Tough as they get. Floor with Tahina Pow as well.
Something they're working on and trying to fix.
WNBA all-time scoring list. Sending it back out to Pow.
And get those
Pow going to the rim.
These first few games of the season. Kelsey points in her scores. Fever, because they need Aaliyah Boston in there to bat.
Tapping it out top. And 1.
Hole had to foul her.
Jones going at Mears Dantas. Bounce pass to Maya Caldwell.
Say over and over and over. Not just a court design, though, that we're seeing here in today's game. And so showing demanded that attention. It is bold. It is
girls club, and I just love it. Received well on social media.
It's been points for Atlanta. The defense was holding Fever in Phoenix as well. Going right at Tahina. That's her MO as Bree Jones.
This game from 3, but she can knock it down to this Fever team. Lexa stall offensively.
And so that's one thing, just understanding now due to a knee injury that she expects it to be faster paced, tougher. The corner, Sophie Cunningham comes. Indiana just 1 for free throw line. Connects on a lot of minutes, but in the previous game, Bree Jones did it last game. First quarter. So competitive. Now switching up Shatori Walk, so they're hold for the last. It over. Cunningham and the other side, and it's been a lot of fun.
Different way, but like you said, it's good for women's basketball.
Minute mark.
But I've seen Walker Kimbrough on her as well. But
it is just a 1-possession game. Just Caitlin Clark to Hansy.
She has it. He's in the game with that foul.
Yeah, Alicia has struggled from the floor. Just again hits the mark. So we are all tied. That Steph White, whatever she said, they have 7 points for Atlanta as the Dantas from the. She has 5 seconds to work with. Short and Sophie Cunningham.
Anything off.
Kelsey mid
down 8 to Atlanta.
For this moment, and when I asked them I wanted to hear what they had to say, and right away.
Run.
And it's been because to bring a different dynamic to this.
In the free agency, and the off bench has 11 points. So
they must have seen something.
Officials, huge impact for Indiana off of Kelsey Mitchell. Long. Griner looking to create some spitter.
You get impatient when you have an
Kelsey Mitchell mentioned about the adjustments. Take her off the block, but DeWanna
can too. That's something they both worked on in the offense.
Of Atlanta's 19 points. Both teams. Different to see Caitlin Clark, who's on the
first quarter. We didn't hear a lot of whistles.
That's dead ball. Boss it to Bree Jones, lines it up.
Unstoppable.
Indiana comes back. Kelsey Mitchell.
Quarter, and I think it was the way the first quarter.
That was something that Caitlin Clark mentioned in the last with one another. The dump pass on the finds DB on the block. Just the first turn, pulls up baseline, good to go. And giving a little smile after dropping that. Mitchell going at Pow through their lulls on both sides. What they made on the defensive end, especially
about just the mentality and mindset that those
for the Fever. Bree Jones. Conversation with
Alicia Gray for Atlanta with 3
the season with back-to-back double-double.
Left side.
Natasha Haupt of the bench for Atlanta.
The shot clock as Howard slips through and scores back-to-back.
Easy dish on the inside. And started this game 1 for Pow going.
You want to get a 2 here, or
here comes the Jets. Buckets for Indiana. Naz Hillman
to Naz Hillman. There's Dantas.
Sorry about that tab. Less than and an offensive
halftime.
That's the 3rd foul on for Atlanta. Sophie Cunningham. After Howard pulls up, triple. Caitlin Clark.
Fouls, but credit Atlanta's defense.
Tahina Pow will have to send it from with the 3 fouls as Natasha Howard.
That this Indiana team and Atlanta.
It's for bench points, 15 to
6 points. in that first half. The second half, a little bit.
Big news here as Caitlin Clark
Should call the game there, have a tough job. And
you asked for pace. Low first quarter.
She's literally telling the ref that
second chance bounding Atlanta by 3.
And they're leading the scoring for the Fever.
So far for Natasha Howard
It was straight up, but she slightly came down.
Hole. Game Atlanta trying to find their way back. Natasha Howard. Pow from the corner. Get Mitchell. A little two-man game. You can see
None.
with Tahina Pow in her stint with Sophie Cunningham working
To play, everybody rotated. They communicate teammates' head, and that's the kind of defense.
season ago. Atlanta actually with the win behind the back and sending it up the floor. Tahina Pow again.
Says Tahina is not afraid of the moment. To South Carolina, so there's familiar. Jordan Canada saying she's been walking her throughout.
It's been by committee as Kelsey
Believe that she went in the second round.
also for Atlanta looking to edge and 10th and threes made.
BG and Brianna
Just allowing the drip. Sophie Cunningham outside numbers finds Mitchell. Right off the bounce is able to get Indiana with hole in the
house, and she's known for her shot blocking ability.
Yeah, lines it up. Bottom. Who would have thought Atlanta 5? Who had that on the bingo card?
Atlanta
Backdoor, more move.
down there. They got to get her a little bit more on
Another offense.
course of action.
Caitlin
Clear's rookie of the year with just 4 points.
DB got the angle and
When you go to the rim, Howard. So I like that she's made this
3 fouls on Dewana Bonner. Clark found a
sleep.
Caldwell dish underneath and knocks Hillman. Sid Colson finding Clark and
Both sides.
He on the bench right now at 5.
So that's exactly what they have to do. They've got to put the
31. They came in the season.
Howard wants this things to try to win this game.
Dewana Bonner, quarter 3.
To keep her cool. But my goodness, it had 0 last game. This is
Finding Nia Coffey. Clark finding a way to
should be, but Howard, in case she's staying in this game for her team.
double-doubles, 3 triple-doubles
Off the defense, and Clark takes
turnovers for both sides. Biggest lead for Atlanta. Pressure, no one slides over to guard. On the floor right now for Atlanta, she has 5. Gray had all the time she needed.
defender in the dust.
Taking on the committee, pull up.
Backdoor cuts, it is there, and if it's not there.
Caitlin Clark taking it out. She has 8. Hold the back door. And
That's why I'm up here.
third.
The middle of that third quarter, when she got her.
Ryan Howard, too strong.
How did he know how to pick sides?
I don't know. Touch going at Natasha Howard. Gets the back.
Excellent defense by the Atlanta. It was excellent. They communicated. Game 3.
Ryan Howard has been more aggressive. Howard was able to. Kelsey Mitchell. Gray pulls up. Season they dropped that one. Close game. It actually came down to see if again another tight game and Atlanta own miss fakes it outside.
Being intentional about push 5 on 4, 5 on 3. You got
3 attempts and he gets that. Kelsey lines it up.
aim with her shots. She remembers that sweep from last season.
And Howard coming back, trying to get the fade for Ryan Howard, sitting at 20. Natasha Howard back make this a 1-point game. Howard trying to find something against Hull. On the shot clock tab.
At the box score, but she had 6 points.
Here's Yellow Jacket all the way. Bree Jones, 0 for 4 from outside.
And last year we had more CC.
Gray. Nia Coffey.
0 for 5 from 3 in this game. And who has fouls on the floor?
Full figures for Atlanta, but all flipped. By Nia Coffey. The hands of Natasha Howard. Flips. Ryan Coffey left alone, high arcing. Kelsey lines it up. Her first, Ryan Howard. As Caitlin Clark can tie it up. Back finds Aaliyah Boston, who gets. She is disappointed in the Tahina Pow. Atlanta led by 9. It's been a fun one. We'll see you next time.
Come down. She might have thought she was straight up, but she slightly came down.
Caitlin Clark. huge boost along with Lexi Hull. 2-possession game, Atlanta trying to find their way. 6-point lead. Natasha Howard. Pow from the corner. Get Kelsey Mitchell. A little two-man game. There is no hesitancy.
None.
With Tahina Pow. We saw it at Oregon. We also saw it in her stint with NBA level. Sophie Cunningham working.
And that's the defense that Atlanta wants to play. Everybody rotated. They communicate all over the top of her teammate's head. And that's the kind of defense we mentioned.
Swept Atlanta just a season ago. Atlanta actually with the win. Ryan Howard behind the back, and he's in tap. It's a long week. Sending it up the floor, Tahina Pow again.
Sports, Tahina Pow. Carl Smesco says Tahina is not afraid of the moment. During my time at Oregon before I went over to South Carolina, so there's familiarity with your decisions. She's been leaning on Jordan Canada, saying she's been walking her throughout.
Off the BG bucket, it's been by committee as Kelsey
Atlanta to get her in the second round. I couldn't believe that she went in the second round championship run.
And what a big boost also for Atlanta. Looking to, they were 11th in three-point percentage and 10th in threes made.
Howard, Alicia Gray, and Jordan Canada recruited BG and Brianna
Broadcast as well, because we saw it a few times, just allowing the drip turnover for Nia Coffey. Sophie Cunningham outside, Hull behind the back. She has the numbers, finds Mitchell. Rye off the bounce, is able to get 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Indiana with Hull in the
team against Indiana Tuesday in their house, and she's known for her shot blocking ability.
Nia lines it up.
Looking good at both ends for the Dream.
Who would have thought Atlanta with 8 threes, Indiana with 5. Who had that on the bingo card?
And stretch the floor. I'll call that for Atlanta.
Backdoor, more move.
Not allowing her to be comfortable down there. They got to get her a little bit more on.
Corral it back in. Another offense.
They have to have the chance to correct their course of action.
Caitlin
Clark frustrated. Last year's Rookie of the Year with just 4 points. Respond.
Minutes. Ryan Howard going at DB. Got the angle. And
step for Ryan Howard is being more intentional when you go to the rim, and that's going to be the next level for Ryan Howard. So I like that she's made this.
She now has 15. 3 fouls on DeWanna Bonner. Clark found
Atlanta's defense falling asleep.
2-for-1 opportunity. Caldwell dish underneath, and Naz Hillman.
To Naz Hillman.
10 seconds left. Sid Colson finding Clark, and it's up her third.
Everybody in foul trouble in this game. Both sides.
Line up with 3 or more fouls. BG on the bench right now at 5.
As pushing the pace and getting 2 feet in the rim. So that's exactly what they have to do. They've got to put the
outside. Right now, Indiana shooting 31. They came in the season.
Ryan Howard wants this. That CC is going to try to do some miraculous things to try to win this game.
Saw the deny. DeWanna Bonner, quarter 3.
She's not showing it. She knows how to keep her cool. But my goodness, and she's sitting at 1 point, had 0 last game. This is
out of the air. Finding Nia Coffey. Ryan Howard, Caitlin Clark finding a way to...
Like Ryan Howard is in her face as she should be, but Howard, I love the creativity, and I love how mentally she's staying in this game for her team.
This year had 14 double-doubles, 3 triple-doubles.
Boston wasn't quite there. She was still holding off the defense, and Clark takes defenders to get to the open spot.
11 turnovers for both sides. Biggest lead for Indiana was 8. Biggest lead for Atlanta. A lot of pressure. No one slides over to guard.
Into the defense, and that's an offensive foul.
On the other side, Brittany Griner not on the floor right now for Atlanta. She has 5 for Atlanta. Backdoor, Gray had all the time she needed.
Door, leaving her defender in the dust.
Floor. Gray taking on the committee, pull up.
Said, look for those backdoor cuts. It is there, and if it's not there.
Left in the 4th. Caitlin Clark taking it out. She has 8 first point in the 3rd quarter. Pull the back door and
in Indiana's heads.
Accurate.
That's why I'm up here.
Howard picks up her 2nd, team's 3rd.
Minutes has been sitting at 21 since the middle of that third quarter, where she got her
Seen from the field with 21, Ryan Howard. Too strong.
Atlanta fan has the boo-hoo. How did he know how to pick sides?
I don't know. Less than 10, Bree Jones gets the touch going at Natasha Howard. Good team that actually drafted her. Gets the bagger for Indiana.
Angel, that was excellent defense by the Atlanta. Had them come over and they forced that turnover. It was excellent. They communicated adequately, and we see another improvement in game 3.
Ryan Howard has been more aggressive. A quick swing as Ryan Howard was able to. Kelsey Mitchell.
And offensive ends taking smart shots.
Gray pulls up. Get
this one. It came down to crunch time.
With Washington, the kickstart the season, they dropped that one. It was a very close game. It actually came down to see if. So here we are again, another tight game, and all the time gets her own miss, fakes it outside.
The ball, Carl Smesko being intentional about push much of a shot at making the basket, but if you're 5-on-4, 5-on-3, you've got
it from the free throw line before their last 3 attempts, and he gets that on the night. Kelsey lines it up.
Boston all just frustrated in this game with their shots. Ryan Howard said, I ain't done yet. She remembers that sweep from last season. As for me.
Oh, you gotta love it. And Ryan Howard coming back, trying to get the fast game. Back-to-back 20-point games for Ryan Howard, sitting at 20.
The void.
Natasha Howard, battery throw line, can make this a 1-point game. Again, Ryan Howard trying to find something against Hull. 10 seconds on the shot clock tab.
You and shocked you just a little bit.
It's okay.
I was looking at the
that.
box score, but she had 6 points. Here comes that Georgia Tech math.
There it is, yellow jacket all the way. Bree Jones
to bait her into it.
Clark is 0 for 4 from outside to this game.
And some flack for not being true homers. And last year we had more CC. She missed the free throw.
Gray, we can't win, can we? Mia Coffee met by Clark.
Clark still 0 for 5 from 3 in this game. Time and score situations and knowing personnel and who has fouls on the floor.
4 players are in double figures for Atlanta.
3-point line as well. She's 0 for 3, but
the switch has been flipped. Trying to go in the paint, denied by Nia Coffee. Finds the hands of Natasha Howard, flips wanted. Ryan Howard, 4 on the shot clock. Nia Coffee left alone, high arcing. Big stop for Atlanta here. Kelsey lines it up.
Puts Indiana up 1.
Her first. Ryan Howard will take her time. The both teams in the bonus as Caitlin Clark. From Caitlin Clark as Ryan Howard can tie it up. Backs on the dime, looking to pull up, finds Aaliyah Boston, who gets. She is disappointed in the
quicker.
Tahina Powell. Atlanta led by 9. Atlanta won the first to women's sports. It's been a fun one. We'll see you next time.